is brought down at the 7-yard line. And tough starting field position here. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit him over the top.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be third down. Out of the gun, Lynch. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? Third and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on third and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. That's pulled in at the 32. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. They'll run it here. This is D'Onta Foreman. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Let's go!
Out of the gun, Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. There he goes, right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And he nearly broke that for more. But as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll start the drive with a give to Foreman. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Second down following the run. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 40 yards.
The best passing attacks in the NFL often incorporate the guys out of the backfield catching the football. And that's what we just got on that play. As a primary receiver, not always just a check down, not always a safety valve. Sometimes they just get it to them right away because they have the matchup advantage.
So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Here's Watson. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They come out here in the eye. And from the 3 now, it's second and goal. Now Foreman able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
And he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So 4th down coming up. John Harbaugh will send on the field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they take it all the way to the 1-yard line, but in the end, they opt for 3.
I know if this was a video game, they never would have gone for the field goal because, Brandon, who kicks field goals in video games? But you've got to make sure you get points, and that was as easy a 3 as you can get.
You kick field goals in video games. That's who kicks field goals in video games. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or it's a foot race. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go.
On first down, it's Watson. Forced out to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And this one's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's Watson. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds, getting it across the 25. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Let's go. Brand 38.
Watson hands this to Foreman. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Hopkins on the grab over the middle. A very solid gain of 27.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On 1st and 10, Watson eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And the D looking like they may blitz. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. And the Bucs are out to an early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. On second down, here's Watson. He's going to take a shot for the end. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. O.J. Howard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans draw a bit closer. And his kick is good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
Yeah, and we'll see how determined they are. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now, you know, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd down, Lynch flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From midfield now, here's Lynch. Goes underneath for Bell. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Lynch now throwing on third. And this is going to be incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll try and throw for it with Lynch. And he's got it to Hearns. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give him 6 on the play, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
Here we go.
Now a handoff, running left is Bell. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. This time, Lynch will throw. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
And he's got Moncrief. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. Losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. To throw is Lynch.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. And this seemingly endless drive continues. Now Bell. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Le'Veon Bell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. But with his size coming out of the backfield, usually takes more than an arm tackle to get him down. That's why they like to get him involved in the passing game.
No doubt about it. You saw him running that angle route there and catching the ball. And with his size, not often thought to have hands, but we're hearing that more and more. Guys are doing a better job of catching the ball at any size coming out of the backfield because they need to be a full part of the offense. That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Watson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And another timeout taken by the Colts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It's taken at the 26. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. To the 40 and no further, so the razzle-dazzle didn't get him much. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Now Lynch to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And now a high kick trying to pin them back. Will Fuller, nobody there to stop him. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And the Colts coming out now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as he'll start to Drive just past the 30-yard line. And they're going to go soft on the corners. The drive starts with Foreman on the ground. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
To throw on second is Watson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 5 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Let's go. Back round. Hey. Ohio. Got three down. Ohio.
Watson on 3rd down. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Come on, let's go. 38.
Again, it's Foreman. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. A shotgun snap for Watson. Flush to his right. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Flex round. Let's go.
They run again with Foreman. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the 2nd half. They'll start out on the ground with Bell, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense, and what a big-time play there.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
No. Check. Patriot.
On 3rd down, Lynch looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Doyle. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Lynch looking to throw on 2nd. Henry's got it out on the left side. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
To throw on 3rd down. Lynch under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the 3rd now in New Orleans. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A run by Foreman to start the drive. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. This one complete. It's C.J. Fedorowicz. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's go. Ryan 38. Ryan 38. Hut. Flex round. Flex round. Hut.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. They'll go again with Bell. And an alley to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Off the play fake. Here's Lynch. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Lynch.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Lynch now, work to do, certainly, after that sack. This is 3rd and long. And now Lynch. Oh, in Incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Let's go.
From the gun, here's Watson. Buying time to his left. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. The play clock's running down. 3rd and long. It's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. On the counter, here's Bell. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Colts on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 9. Now this time he'll look to throw. It's caught. Jones. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Lynch down to a knee, and that should just about do it. Offense staying on the field, so Lynch and his guys will go for it.
Here we go. Blue lining. Blue lining.
4th down. Here's Lynch. And this one incomplete. Well, apparently taking a knee is not in vogue. They're not able to add another touchdown on. And now the ball game is over. So a very interesting final chapter to this proverbial book here in this one, because they were in field goal range, could have won it with a field goal, elect to go for the touchdown. I still don't know what they were doing.
As great as this game was and as dramatic an ending as we had, the post-game press conference is going to be key, because they're going to be asking Coach, why not a field goal attempt there? You got an opportunity to win it right there with your guy, and instead you run another play.
Yeah, we might need to stop by that press conference on our way out.